Welcome to the Audiobook Library.
You're listening to Balanced Living, Science-Backed Strategies for Total Wellness by Evelyn Haar. Chapter 1, Understanding Health the Right Way. When we talk about health, most people immediately think of a body free from illness, enjoying good meals, sleeping well, and moving without difficulty. But in reality, the concept of health is far broader. The World Health Organization, WHO, defines health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. This means that to be truly healthy, you must care not only for your muscles, weight, or heart rate, but also for your emotions, relationships, and the way you interact with the world. 1.1 Physical Health, a solid foundation. Physical health is the most visible part, the body's ability to function efficiently without excessive fatigue and with strong resistance to disease. It is determined by several factors. Nutrition. Food is not only fuel, but also building material for your cells. A diverse, balanced diet helps maintain energy and repair damage. Exercise. The body is designed to move. Regular training strengthens your heart, lungs, muscles, and bones. Rest and sleep. Quality sleep is when the body recovers and regenerates. Regular checkups. Early detection prevents small issues from becoming serious. A physically healthy person doesn't need to have a model body shape, but should be able to handle daily activities easily, get sick less often, and recover quickly after illness. 1.2 Mental health, the invisible pillar. Though harder to see, mental health deeply affects how we live. Good mental health is reflected in the ability to manage emotions, cope with stress, maintain a positive outlook, find meaning in life. A mentally healthy person is not someone who's happy all the time, but someone who can acknowledge and handle negative emotions when they arise. For example, an employee facing a missed deadline can either panic and give up or calmly reorganize their tasks to meet the goal. These different reactions affect not only work performance, but also sleep, immunity, and relationships. 1.3 Social health, the bonding glue. Few realize that relationships and social connections are also part of health. Humans are social beings. Studies show that people with strong, positive social networks live longer, have lower risks of heart disease, and recover faster from illness. Social health is expressed through effective communication skills, supportive relationships, a sense of belonging to a community, and contribution to society. Prolonged isolation can be as harmful for longevity as smoking or obesity. 1.5 5 Pillars of Lasting Health. To maintain overall health, pay attention to these 5 core pillars. Balanced diet. Eat a variety of natural foods, limit processed items, maintain a healthy ratio of protein, carbs, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. Regular exercise. At least 150 minutes of moderate activity or 75 minutes of intense activity weekly. Combine cardio, strength training, and flexibility work. Quality sleep. Adults need 7 to 9 hours of deep sleep per night. Sleep boosts memory, recovery, and hormone balance. Stress management. Use relaxation techniques, meditation, yoga, deep breathing. Keep time for rest and personal hobbies. Preventative care and checkups. Detect risks early. Stay updated on vaccinations and monitor basic health indicators. 1.6 Common misconceptions about health. I'm not sick, so I'm healthy. Wrong. Many chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and cancer develop silently years before symptoms appear. I'm not sick, so I'm healthy. The more you exercise, the better? Not necessarily. Overtraining can cause injury and fatigue. Eating right is enough. Wrong. Sleep, movement, mental balance, and relationships matter just as much. Young people don't need checkups. Wrong. Prevention early on saves far more time and money than treatment later. 1.7 Starting small. If changing your entire lifestyle feels overwhelming, start with small habits. Drink 1 extra glass of water daily. Take a 10-minute walk after lunch. Turn off your phone 30 minutes before bed. Call a friend once a week. Small, consistent changes will lead to big results over time. Conclusion. Health is not just the absence of disease, but a harmonious balance between physical, mental, and social well-being. By understanding this holistic definition, you'll have a clearer map for your self-care journey. Remember, investing in your health today is like depositing into your life account to enjoy many years from now. Chapter 2: Daily Habits That Affect Your Health. Good health is not built in a day, nor is it destroyed overnight. It is shaped, either positively or negatively, by the small, repeated actions we take every single day. These daily habits can quietly nurture your body and mind or silently chip away at them. The good news is, once you recognize the habits that help or harm you, you can take charge of your health more effectively. 2.1 The Power of Small Routines. Think of your body like a savings account. Every healthy habit is a deposit. Every unhealthy habit is a withdrawal. Over time, consistent deposits lead to wealth of health. The tricky part is that unhealthy withdrawals often feel easier in the short term, like skipping exercise or eating fast food, while healthy deposits usually require intention and discipline. 2.2 4 Key Daily Habits That Matter Most. Sleep. Why it matters? Sleep is when your body repairs cells, consolidates memory, and regulates hormones. Chronic sleep deprivation is linked to obesity, heart disease, depression, and a weakened immune system. Common mistake? Treating sleep as optional and sacrificing it for work, entertainment, or scrolling on a phone late at night. Better habit? Go to bed and wake up at the same time each day. Create a relaxing bedtime routine and limit screen time before bed. Nutrition. Why it matters? Food fuels every cell, hormone, and process in your body. Poor nutrition leads to low energy, mood swings, and increased disease risk. Common mistake? Skipping breakfast, eating processed foods high in sugar and unhealthy fats, or relying on instant meals. Better habit? Prioritize whole foods, vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean protein, and healthy fats. Prepare meals ahead of time to avoid unhealthy emergency snacks. Physical activity. Why it matters? Movement strengthens muscles, bones, and the cardiovascular system, while also boosting mood through endorphins. Common mistake? sitting for long hours, even if you exercise once a day. Better habit, integrate movement into your daily routine. Take the stairs, stand up and stretch every 30 to 60 minutes, or walk during phone calls. Mindset and mental hygiene. Why it matters? Chronic stress and negative thinking harm your heart, immune system, and decision making. Common mistake? Ignoring mental health until burnout or anxiety becomes overwhelming. Better habit? Practice mindfulness, gratitude, and daily reflection. Engage in hobbies that bring joy. Connect with supportive people regularly. 2.5. Habits to break immediately. Some habits are so harmful that reducing or eliminating them should be a top priority. Smoking damages almost every organ and drastically reduces lifespan. Excessive alcohol affects liver health, brain function, and emotional stability. Sugary drinks spike blood sugar, increase inflammation, and promote weight gain. Late night screen time disrupts circadian rhythm and reduces sleep quality. Multitasking during meals leads to overeating and poor digestion. Breaking these habits is rarely easy, but it's easier if you replace them with healthier alternatives rather than trying to quit in a vacuum. 2.4. Building healthy habits that stick. A habit becomes easier when you start small. Instead of promising an hour workout daily, start with 10 minutes. Stack habits. Attach a new habit to an existing one. For example, drink water right after brushing teeth. Track progress. Use a journal or app to record achievements, no matter how small. Celebrate milestones. Reward yourself in healthy ways for sticking to the habit. Plan for setbacks. Expect occasional slips, but return to the habit as soon as possible. 2.5. A sample, health-friendly daily routine. Here's an example of what a balanced day might look like. 6:30 a.m. Wake up, stretch, drink a glass of water. 7 a.m. Light exercise, walk, yoga, or bodyweight training. 8 a.m. Healthy breakfast with protein and fiber. 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Work with short breaks every hour to stand or move. 12:30 p.m. Balanced lunch, half vegetables, quarter lean protein, quarter whole grains. 3 p.m. 5-minute breathing exercise to reduce afternoon stress. 6:30 p.m. Dinner, light and easy to digest. 8 p.m. Relax time, reading, journaling, or talking with family or friends. 10 p.m. Prepare for bed, dim lights, no screens, maybe gentle stretching. 10:30 p.m. Sleep. 2.6. The compounding effect. It's tempting to think one unhealthy day won't matter, but the reverse is also true. One healthy day does matter. Every good choice compounds over time, creating a healthier, more resilient you. Your future health is not the result of one big decision, but thousands of small ones. Conclusion. Your daily habits are like the invisible architects of your future health. They determine whether you age gracefully and energetically or face preventable health issues. By making conscious choices every day around sleep, nutrition, movement, and mental care, you are literally shaping the quality of your life. Chapter 3. The Biological Clock and Body Rhythms. You may not think about it often, but your body runs on a clock, one that's been ticking inside you since birth. This clock isn't made of gears or batteries, but of intricate signals in your brain, hormones, and cells that coordinate almost every function in your body. This is called your biological clock, and it follows a pattern known as the circadian rhythm, a roughly 24-hour cycle that influences when you feel awake, sleepy, hungry, or alert. Understanding your biological clock is more than just trivia. It's a powerful tool for improving energy, sleep, digestion, mood, and even disease prevention. 3.1. What is the circadian rhythm? The circadian rhythm is an internal process that regulates the sleep-wake cycle and repeats roughly every 24 hours. It's controlled by the suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN, in your brain, located in the hypothalamus. This master clock receives signals from your environment, mainly light and darkness, to synchronize your body's functions, including sleep and wakefulness, hormone release, melatonin, cortisol, and insulin, body temperature, digestive activity, immune system readiness. When your circadian rhythm is aligned, you feel energized in the morning, productive during the day, and sleepy at night. When it's disrupted due to late nights, irregular schedules, or excessive screen time, you may experience fatigue, brain fog, mood swings, and increased risk of chronic diseases. 3.2. The daily rhythm of your body. Here's a simplified look at a typical biological clock for most people. 6 to 7 a.m. Cortisol rises, preparing you to wake up. Blood pressure increases slightly. 8 to 9 a.m. Alertness peaks. Good time for mental tasks. 12 p.m. Digestion is active, ideal for your largest meal. 2 to 3 p.m. Natural dip in alertness. Short break or light walk helps. 5 to 6 p.m. Muscle strength and coordination peak. Great time for exercise. 7 to 8 p.m. Body starts producing melatonin if exposed to less light. 10 to 11 p.m. Core body temperature drops. Time for deep sleep onset. 2 to 3 a.m. Deepest sleep. Body focuses on repair and immune function. 4 to 5 a.m. Body temperature starts rising, preparing for wake-up. Of course, everyone's rhythm is slightly different, and morning larks and night owls have natural variations. 3.4. How modern life disrupts your clock. While our ancestors lived by the sun and moon, modern life offers constant opportunities to override our natural rhythm. Common disruptors include artificial light at night, suppresses melatonin, delaying sleep. Shift work forces the body to stay active when it expects rest. Irregular meal times confuses metabolic processes. Screen time before bed. Blue light tricks the brain into thinking it's daytime. Travel across time zones causes jet lag due to mismatched internal and external time. Over time, chronic circadian disruption can increase the risk of obesity, diabetes, depression, heart disease, and even certain cancers. 3.5. Resetting and aligning your biological clock. The good news, you can help your body's clock get back on track. Here's how. Consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Morning light exposure. Spend at least 15 to 30 minutes in natural sunlight in the morning to reinforce wake-up signals. Limit light at night. Dim indoor lights after sunset. Avoid bright screens at least an hour before bed, or use blue light filters. Regular meal timing. Eat meals around the same time every day. Avoid heavy meals late at night. Strategic exercise. Morning workouts boost wakefulness. Evening workouts should be moderate to avoid overstimulation before sleep. Mind your caffeine. Limit coffee or tea after 2 p.m. to avoid delaying your natural sleep onset. 3.6. Working with your natural rhythm. Instead of fighting your body clock, try scheduling activities according to your natural energy peaks. Do creative or analytical work during your most alert hours, which are often mid-morning. Schedule important meetings in late morning or early afternoon. Use the early afternoon lull for light routine tasks. Plan exercise in the late afternoon when your body is strongest. Wind down at night with relaxing activities to prepare for sleep. By respecting your internal timing, you'll find that productivity, mood, and health all improve without extra effort. 3.6. When your rhythm changes with age. Your circadian rhythm shifts naturally through life stages. Children, early risers with high morning energy. Teenagers naturally shift toward later bedtimes and wake times. Adults gradually move toward earlier wake times as they age. Older adults often become morning-oriented with lighter and shorter sleep. Understanding these shifts can help you adapt your lifestyle and avoid unnecessary frustration. Conclusion: your biological clock is one of the most powerful forces shaping your daily life. When you work with it rather than against it, you tap into a natural rhythm that supports energy, focus, and long-term health. Just as ignoring a clock can make you miss an appointment, ignoring your body's clock can make you miss out on your best performance and your best health.
Chapter 4. Prevention is better than cure. The old saying, "An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure," is more relevant today than ever. Modern medicine has made incredible advances in treating disease, but the truth is that preventing illness in the first place is almost always easier, cheaper, and more effective than treating it once it develops. Think of it this way. Repairing a collapsing roof costs far more, both in money and stress, than simply maintaining it regularly. Your health works the same way. 4.1. Why prevention matters. Prevention isn't about living in fear of disease. It's about giving your body the best chance to stay healthy and resilient. The benefits are clear. Lower healthcare costs, fewer hospital visits and medications, better quality of life, more energy, mobility, and independence, longer lifespan, reduced risk of life-shortening illnesses, peace of mind, confidence that you're taking active steps to protect your health. In other words, prevention helps you enjoy life more fully now and for decades to come. 4.2. 3 levels of prevention. Health experts often describe prevention in 3 stages. Primary prevention, stopping problems before they start. Examples: vaccinations, healthy diet, regular exercise, safe habits like wearing seatbelts or avoiding smoking. Secondary prevention, detecting issues early when they are easiest to treat. Examples: cancer screenings, blood pressure checks, cholesterol tests. Tertiary prevention, managing existing conditions to prevent them from worsening. Examples: rehabilitation after a heart attack, controlling blood sugar in diabetes. While tertiary prevention is valuable, the greatest benefits come from focusing on primary and secondary prevention. 4.3. The role of regular checkups. Even if you feel fine, routine health checkups can detect silent problems before symptoms appear. Some examples of key screenings: blood pressure. High blood pressure is often called the silent killer. Blood sugar. Early detection of pre-diabetes can prevent full diabetes. Cholesterol levels. Imbalances increase the risk of heart disease. Cancer screenings such as mammograms, colonoscopies, and pap smears. Dental exams. Oral health is linked to heart health and more. A checkup is not a sign of weakness or paranoia. It's a sign of responsibility. Building a prevention-focused lifestyle. Prevention works best when it's woven into your everyday routine. Key habits include a balanced diet, prioritize whole, nutrient-dense foods over processed snacks, consistent exercise, at least 150 minutes of moderate activity weekly, adequate sleep. Rest is when your body repairs and strengthens. Stress management. Chronic stress weakens the immune system. Safe environment. use protective gear, maintain good posture, and reduce exposure to harmful chemicals. Small, consistent choices matter more than occasional bursts of health kicks. The cost of ignoring prevention. Neglecting prevention is like driving without checking your brakes. Everything may seem fine until it's too late. The costs include higher medical bills, treatment for advanced diseases is expensive, lost productivity, illness reduces work performance and income, emotional strain. Illness affects not only you, but also family and friends. Reduced independence. Chronic disease can limit your ability to live freely. Many people only value prevention after a health scare, but you can choose to act before reaching that point. Prevention as a mindset. Living a prevention-focused life doesn't mean being obsessed with health or avoiding every risk. It's about awareness and smart choices. It's choosing a salad over fries most of the time, going for a walk instead of another hour of TV, or scheduling that doctor's appointment instead of putting it off. When prevention becomes part of your identity, just the way you live, it stops feeling like a chore and starts feeling like self-respect. Conclusion. Prevention is better than cure, is more than a cliche. It's a philosophy that can save you time, money, and well-being. By making prevention a daily habit, you're not just avoiding illness. You're actively building a healthier, longer, and more fulfilling life. In the long run, prevention isn't just better than cure, it's often the cure for a life well lived.
Chapter 5. Understanding Nutrients. Food is more than just something to fill your stomach. It's the fuel and building material for every cell, tissue, and organ in your body. What you eat determines how well your body can function, repair itself, and defend against disease. To eat well, you first need to understand the nutrients your body needs and how they work together. 5.1. What are nutrients? Nutrients are substances in food that provide energy, support growth, and keep your body systems working properly. They fall into two main categories: macronutrients, needed in larger amounts, carbohydrates, proteins, and fats; micronutrients, needed in smaller amounts, vitamins and minerals. Both types are essential. One cannot replace the other. 5.2. Macronutrients, the big three. 1. Carbohydrates, the body's main energy source. Role: provide quick energy for muscles and the brain. Sources: whole grains, fruits, vegetables, legumes. Tip: choose complex carbs like brown rice, oats, or quinoa over refined carbs like white bread, pastries, to avoid blood sugar spikes. 2. Proteins, the body's building blocks. Role: repair tissues, build muscles, make enzymes and hormones. Sources: lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, legumes, tofu. Tip: aim to include a protein source in every meal to support recovery and satiety. 3. Fats, essential for hormone production and cell health. Role: absorb fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, provide long-term energy, protect organs. Sources: nuts, seeds, avocados, olive oil, fatty fish. Tip: focus on healthy unsaturated fats and limit trans fats and excess saturated fats. 5.3. Micronutrients, small but mighty. Vitamins. These organic compounds help regulate body processes and prevent deficiency diseases. Examples: vitamin A, eye health, immunity, carrots, sweet potatoes; vitamin C, collagen production, antioxidants, citrus fruits, bell peppers; vitamin D, bone health, immune support, sunlight, fatty fish. Minerals. These inorganic elements are critical for structure and function. Calcium, strong bones and teeth; dairy, leafy greens. Iron, oxygen transport in blood. Red meat, beans. Magnesium, muscle and nerve function. Nuts, seeds. Even in tiny amounts, micronutrients have a big impact. Deficiencies can cause fatigue, brittle nails, or frequent illness. 5.4. Water, the forgotten nutrient. Water isn't always listed alongside other nutrients, but it's essential for every biological process, regulating temperature, transporting nutrients, removing waste, and lubricating joints. Aim for about 30 to 35 milliliters of water per kilogram of body weight daily, adjusting for climate and activity level. 5.5. Balancing your nutrient intake. A healthy diet is about proportion, not just the individual nutrients. One widely used guideline is the acceptable macronutrient distribution range, AMDR. Carbohydrates, 45 to 65% of daily calories. Proteins, 10 to 35%. Fats, 20 to 35%. But percentages aren't everything. The quality of your nutrients matters just as much as the quantity. 5.6. Common nutrient myths. All carbs are bad. Not true. Whole, complex carbs are vital for energy and fiber. High-protein diets harm the kidneys. Only an issue for people with pre-existing kidney disease. For most, moderate high protein is safe. Fat makes you fat. Excess calories from any source can lead to weight gain. Healthy fats are crucial for overall health. Supplements can replace food. Supplements can help in deficiency cases, but whole foods provide fiber, antioxidants, and phytonutrients that pills can't replicate. 5.7. Building nutrient awareness. To better understand what you're eating, read food labels. Check serving sizes, ingredients, and nutrient breakdown. Plan meals. Include all macronutrients and a variety of micronutrient sources. Listen to your body. Fatigue, brittle nails, or frequent illness can signal nutrient gaps. Adjust for lifestyle. Athletes, pregnant women, and older adults have different needs. Conclusion. Nutrients are not just abstract numbers on a food label. They are the life force of your body. Understanding how they work and choosing the right sources is the first step towards eating in a way that fuels health, performance, and longevity. By seeing food as nourishment rather than just calories, you transform eating from a routine task into a daily investment in your well-being.
Chapter 6. Building a healthy meal plan. Understanding nutrients is only the first step. The real challenge is putting that knowledge into action. A healthy meal plan isn't a strict diet or a set of boring rules. It's a flexible framework that helps you consistently make choices that fuel your body and mind. When done right, a meal plan works like a personal roadmap. You know where you're going, but you still have the freedom to take scenic routes along the way. 6.1. The purpose of a meal plan. A meal plan is not about perfection, it's about consistency and balance. The main goals are nutrient balance, ensuring you get the right proportion of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Portion control, preventing overeating without the need for obsessive calorie counting. Variety, reducing boredom and increasing nutrient diversity. Time efficiency, saving you from daily "what should I eat" stress. 6.2. The plate method. One of the simplest ways to visualize a balanced meal is the plate method. Half plate, vegetables and fruits. Colorful, nutrient-rich, high in fiber. Quarter plate, lean protein. Chicken, fish, beans, tofu, eggs. Quarter plate, whole grains or starchy vegetables. Brown rice, quinoa, sweet potatoes. Add healthy fats. Olive oil, nuts, seeds, avocado in moderation. This method is flexible and easy to adapt to any cuisine. 6.3. Meal timing and frequency. Your body thrives on regularity. While there's no one-size-fits-all rule for meal frequency, here are general guidelines. 3 main meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, keep energy steady. Healthy snacks, like nuts, yogurt, fruit, can help prevent overeating at main meals. Avoid skipping meals, especially breakfast, unless you're following a structured fasting plan with professional guidance. 6.4. Portion control without calorie obsession. While calorie counting can be useful for some, it's not sustainable for everyone. You can control portions using hand measurements, palm for protein, fist for carbs, thumb for fats. Small plates visually reduces portion size. Mindful eating. Eat slowly, savor flavors, and stop when you're about 80% full. 6.5. Planning for the week. A weekly meal plan can save time, reduce food waste, and help you stick to healthy habits. Steps to create one. Choose your meals. Select 2 to 3 breakfast options, 3 to 4 lunch or dinner recipes, and a few healthy snacks. Make a shopping list. Group items by category to make shopping faster. Prep in advance. Chop vegetables, cook grains, marinate proteins ahead of time. Store smartly. Use airtight containers and label with dates. Example weekly dinner plan. Monday, grilled salmon, plus quinoa, plus steamed broccoli. Tuesday, lentil soup, plus whole grain bread. Wednesday, chicken stir-fry with brown rice. Thursday, tofu curry with mixed vegetables. Friday, whole wheat pasta with tomato sauce and spinach. Saturday, veggie omelet plus salad. Sunday, roast beef plus sweet potatoes and green beans. 6.7. Adapting for special needs. Meal plans should reflect your personal lifestyle and health conditions. Weight loss, slight calorie deficit, high in protein and fiber. Muscle gain, calorie surplus with focus on protein and strength training. Diabetes, low glycemic index carbs, steady meal timing. Vegan or vegetarian, careful planning for protein, vitamin B12, and iron sources. 6.8. Avoiding common pitfalls. Overcomplication. Don't try to make every meal Instagram-worthy. Simplicity works. Lack of variety. Rotate ingredients to prevent nutrient yaps. Relying on processed, healthy foods. Many are high in sugar, salt, or unhealthy fats. Skipping hydration. Water should be part of your meal plan, not an afterthought. Conclusion. A healthy meal plan is a bridge between knowing what's good for you and actually living it. By following simple frameworks like the plate method, planning ahead, and adapting to your needs, you set yourself up for consistent, long-term health success. Food becomes more than just fuel. It becomes a daily act of self-care, one plate at a time. Chapter 7. The Power of Mindful Eating. In today's fast-paced world, many of us eat while scrolling through our phones, watching TV, or rushing to the next task. This autopilot eating often leads to overeating, poor digestion, and less satisfaction from our food. Mindful eating is the antidote. It's not a diet or a set of rules. It's a way of reconnecting with the experience of eating, engaging all your senses, and listening to your body's hunger and fullness cues. 7.1. What is mindful eating? Mindful eating is based on the principles of mindfulness, being fully present in the moment without judgment. Applied to food, it means paying attention to the taste, texture, and aroma of your meal, noticing your hunger and satiety signals, appreciating the effort and origins behind your food. When you eat mindfully, you become more aware of what, when, and why you eat. 7.2. Benefits of mindful eating. Better digestion. Eating slowly allows your stomach to signal fullness before you overeat. Improved weight management. You're less likely to consume excess calories. Greater satisfaction.
Fully savoring each bite increases enjoyment. Healthier relationship with food reduces emotional or stress-driven eating. Enhanced awareness. You start noticing how different foods make you feel. 7.3. How to practice mindful eating. Step 1. Remove distractions. Turn off the TV, put your phone aside, and create a calm eating space. The less you multitask, the more you can focus on your food. Step 2. Engage your senses. Before taking the first bite, notice the colors, shapes, and smells of your meal. As you chew, pay attention to texture and flavor changes. Step 3. Eat slowly. Put down your fork between bites. Chew thoroughly. This not only helps digestion, but also gives your brain time to register fullness. Step 4. Listen to your body. Check in midway through your meal. Are you still hungry or are you satisfied? You don't need to clean your plate if your body says stop. Step 5. Appreciate the source. Think about where your food came from. Farmers, transporters, cooks? Gratitude adds depth to the eating experience. 7.4. Hunger versus appetite. Mindful eating helps distinguish between physical hunger, a biological need, and appetite, a desire to eat often triggered by emotions or environment. Hunger builds gradually and can be satisfied with any food and disappears after eating. Appetite's sudden craving for specific foods, often unrelated to actual energy needs. Learning this difference helps prevent emotional eating. 7.5. Using mindful eating for portion control. Instead of rigid calorie counting, mindful eating naturally regulates intake. By eating slowly and stopping at comfortable fullness, you avoid both overeating and unnecessary restriction. This also prevents the cycle of guilt and overindulgence. 7.6. Mindful eating in real life. Here are some ways to integrate mindful eating into a busy lifestyle. Start with one meal a day. Breakfast is a good option since it's often less rushed. Practice gratitude. Take a moment before eating to thank those involved in bringing food to your table. Use smaller plates. Encourages appropriate portions. Try a silent bite. Spend the first few bites eating in silence, focusing only on the food. Check your mood. Are you eating because you're hungry, bored, or stressed? 7.7. Overcoming challenges. Busy schedules? Even if you can't slow down every meal, aim for a few mindful minutes. Social settings. Focus on enjoying the company and the food without rushing. Cravings? Mindful eating doesn't mean avoiding treats, it means enjoying them without guilt, in moderation. Conclusion. Mindful eating transforms meals from routine to ritual. It slows life down, even for a few minutes, and helps you reconnect with the joy of nourishing your body. By practicing regularly, you'll not only eat healthier, but also cultivate a calmer, more appreciative approach to life itself. When combined with nutrient knowledge and smart meal planning, mindful eating becomes a powerful tool for lifelong health.
Chapter 8. Staying Active for Life. Nutrition is essential for health, but it's only half the equation. Movement is the other half. Our bodies are built to move, muscles to contract, joints to bend, lungs to expand. Yet, modern lifestyles often keep us sitting for hours at a time. Over time, this lack of movement can weaken muscles, slow metabolism, and increase the risk of chronic diseases. Staying active for life isn't about intense workouts every day. It's about building a lifestyle where movement is a natural, enjoyable part of your routine. 8.1. Why movement matters. Regular physical activity provides benefits far beyond weight management. Heart health, improved circulation,
lowers blood pressure, and strengthens the heart. Bone and joint strength. Weight-bearing activities like walking or resistance training maintain bone density. Muscle preservation. Prevents muscle loss with age, keeping you strong and mobile. Mental health. Releases endorphins, reduces stress, and can ease symptoms of depression and anxiety. Longevity. Studies consistently link activity with a longer, healthier life. 8.2. The different types of exercise. A balanced activity plan includes a mix of these 4 categories. Aerobic or cardio. Activities like walking, cycling, or swimming that raise your heart rate and improve endurance. Strength training. Using weights, resistance bands, or body weight to build muscle and boost metabolism. Flexibility. Stretching, yoga, or Pilates to improve range of motion and prevent injury. Balance. Tai Chi or stability exercises to prevent falls, especially as you age. 8.3. How much exercise do you need? The World Health Organization, WHO, recommends at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity per week or 75 minutes of vigorous activity per week, plus muscle strengthening activities on 2 or more days. These can be broken into smaller chunks. Even 10 to 15 minutes at a time adds up. 8.4. Making movement part of everyday life. For lasting results, integrate activity into your normal routine instead of relying solely on gym sessions. Walk or cycle for short trips instead of driving. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Do stretching or mobility exercises during TV breaks. Stand and move for a few minutes every hour at work. Plan active social activities, hiking, dancing, sports. 8.5. Overcoming common barriers. Barrier 1. Lack of time. Try exercise snacks, short bursts of activity throughout the day. Barrier 2. Low motivation. Find activities you enjoy. Exercise shouldn't feel like punishment. Barrier 3. No access to a gym. Bodyweight workouts can be done anywhere. Barrier 4. Fear of injury. Start slow, focus on proper form, and gradually increase intensity. 8.6. Tracking progress. You don't have to obsess over numbers, but tracking helps you stay motivated. Step counters or fitness trackers. Aim for 7,000 to 10,000 steps daily. Workout logs. Record exercises, sets, and weights. Progress photos. Sometimes changes aren't obvious on the scale, but show in posture and muscle tone. Mood tracking. Note how exercise affects your mental state. 8.7. Staying consistent for life. Set realistic goals. Instead of, I'll run 10 kilometers every day, aim for, I'll move for 30 minutes daily. Mix it up. Change activities to avoid boredom. Listen to your body. Rest when needed to prevent burnout or injury. Celebrate milestones. Reward yourself when you reach fitness goals. Non-food rewards work best. Conclusion. Staying active for life isn't about chasing perfection. It's about creating a sustainable rhythm of movement that keeps your body strong and your mind sharp. Whether it's a brisk walk, a yoga flow, or lifting weights, the key is consistency. Over the years, these small, daily movements will add up to a lifetime of vitality and independence. Chapter 9. Strength Training for Everyone. Strength training is often misunderstood. Many people imagine it as heavy bodybuilding in a gym full of metal clanking. In reality, strength training, also called resistance training, is for everyone: children, adults, seniors, men, women, and people with various fitness levels. You don't have to lift massive weights or aim for a bodybuilder's physique. The main goal is to build and maintain muscle, which is essential for mobility, posture, bone health, and overall strength. 9.1. Why strength training matters. Muscle mass naturally declines with age, a process called sarcopenia. Without action, this loss can start as early as your 30s and accelerate after 50, leading to weakness and reduced independence. Benefits of strength training include increased muscle mass, keeps you strong for daily activities, improved metabolism. Muscle burns more calories than fat, even at rest. Stronger bones. Resistance training stimulates bone growth, reducing osteoporosis risk. Enhanced joint health. Strengthening muscles supports and protects joints. Enhanced confidence. Physical strength often translates to mental resilience. 9.2. Myths about strength training. It will make me bulky. Most people won't develop large muscles without extreme training and diet changes. It's dangerous for older adults. When done properly, it's one of the safest ways to prevent falls and injuries. I need a gym. Bodyweight exercises at home can be just as effective. Cardio is enough. Cardio is great for your heart, but it doesn't preserve muscle as effectively as resistance work. 9.3. Types of strength training. Bodyweight exercises. Push-ups, squats, lunges, planks. Great for beginners and requires no equipment. Free weights. Dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells allow for versatile, functional movements. Resistance bands. Lightweight, portable, and gentle on joints. Weight machines. Good for controlled movement and beginners in a gym setting. Functional training. Mimics real-life movements like lifting groceries, climbing stairs. 9.5. Key muscle groups to train. A balanced program targets upper body, chest, back, shoulders, arms, lower body, quads, hamstrings, glutes, calves, core, abdominals, obliques, lower back. Training all major groups ensures symmetry, reduces injury risk, and supports overall fitness. 9.6. Sample beginner's strength training routine. If you're just starting out, aim for 2 to 3 strength training sessions per week, leaving at least one rest day between sessions so your muscles have time to recover. Begin your workout with bodyweight squats. Stand tall, lower yourself as if sitting into a chair, then rise back up. Perform 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. Next, move on to push-ups. If full push-ups are too challenging, you can keep your knees on the floor for support. Do 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions. Then follow up with bent-over dumbbell rows. Hold a dumbbell in each hand and hinge slightly forward at the hips and pull the weights towards your torso. Aim for 3 sets of 10 to 12 repetitions. Then try glute bridges. Lie on your back with knees bent, lift your hips toward the ceiling, and squeeze your glutes at the top. Perform 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. Finally, finish with the plank. Rest on your forearms and toes, keeping your body in a straight line from head to heels. Hold for 20 to 40 seconds each, repeating 3 times. The key is to choose a weight or resistance level that makes the last 2 repetitions of each set feel challenging but still allows you to maintain proper form. This balance ensures you build strength while minimizing the risk of injury. 9.6. Progression and adaptation. Your muscles adapt over time. To continue improving, increase resistance, add weight or use stronger resistance bands, increase reps or sets, do more work in the same time. Change tempo. Slow down the lowering phase of each movement. Try new exercises. Challenge your muscles from different angles. 9.7. Safety tips. Warm up. 5 to 10 minutes of light cardio or dynamic stretching. Focus on form. Quality over quantity to avoid injury. Breathe properly. Exhale during exertion. Inhale during the easier phase. Rest. Muscles need 48 hours to recover after intense training. Listen to your body. Mild soreness is normal, sharp pain is not. 9.8. Strength training for different life stages. Teens. Focus on body weight and light resistance to build technique. Adults. Combine progressive resistance with cardio for balanced fitness. Seniors. Prioritize functional movements to maintain independence. Pregnancy and/or postpartum. Gentle resistance can help with posture and recovery with medical approval. Conclusion. Strength training is a lifelong investment in your body. Whether you're lifting dumbbells, pushing your own body weight, or using resistance bands, the goal is the same. Stay strong, capable, and confident at any age. When combined with aerobic fitness and healthy nutrition, it becomes a cornerstone of true health and vitality. Chapter 10. Flexibility and Mobility, Moving Without Limits. Strength and endurance keep you powerful, but flexibility and mobility keep you free. They allow you to reach, bend, twist, and move with ease in daily life. Unfortunately, in our modern, sedentary world, many people lose mobility far earlier than they should, not because of age, but because they stop moving through their body's full range. 10.1. Flexibility versus mobility. What's the difference? These two terms are often confused, but they are not the same. Flexibility, the ability of a muscle to lengthen. Example, touching your toes. Mobility, the ability of a joint to move actively through its full range of motion. Example, squatting deeply without discomfort. You can be flexible without having good mobility, and vice versa. Both are important for functional movement. 10.2. Why flexibility and mobility matter. Injury prevention. Stiff muscles and joints are more prone to strains and sprains. Better posture. Reduces muscle imbalances caused by prolonged sitting. Enhanced performance. Whether in sports or daily activities, you move more efficiently. Pain reduction. Stretching and mobility work can alleviate lower back, neck, and shoulder discomfort. Aging well. Maintains independence by allowing you to move freely without restrictions. 10.3. Types of stretching. Static stretching. Holding a position for 15 to 60 seconds to lengthen a muscle. Best after exercise. Dynamic stretching. Controlled, active movements that prepare muscles for activity, best before workouts. PNF stretching, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. Contracting and relaxing muscles to improve range of motion, often done with a partner. Ballistic stretching, bouncing into stretches, not recommended for most people as it can cause injury. 10.4. Mobility exercises. Mobility training involves active control, not just passive stretching. Examples: hip circles, loosen tight hips; shoulder dislocates with a band, improve shoulder range. Deep body weight squats, open up hips, knees, and ankles. Cat-cow stretch, increase spinal mobility. Ankle dorsiflexion drills, essential for proper walking and running mechanics. 10.5. Daily flexibility and mobility routine, 10 to 15 minutes. Morning, mobility focus. Neck rolls, 30 seconds each direction. Arm swings, 15 reps. Hip circles, 10 reps each direction. Cat-cow, 10 slow reps. Evening, flexibility focus. Hamstring stretch, 30 seconds per leg. Chest opener against wall, 30 seconds per side. Quad stretch, 30 seconds per leg. Child's pose, 1 minute. 10.6. How to improve flexibility and mobility safely. Warm up first. Stretching cold muscles increases injury risk. Breathe deeply. Helps muscles relax during stretches. Don't push into pain. Mild discomfort is fine. Sharp pain means stop. Be consistent. Just 5 to 10 minutes daily can bring big results over weeks. Balance both sides. Stretch both left and right equally to prevent imbalances. 10.7. Common mistakes to avoid. Only stretching one muscle group. Flexibility should be balanced throughout the body. Skipping mobility work. Static stretching alone won't fix stiff joints. Holding breath. Tensing up limits stretch benefits. Doing only post-workout stretches. Incorporating daily movement is more effective. 10.8. Tools that can help. Foam roller. Self-massage to release tight muscles. Massage ball. Target small areas like feet or shoulders. Resistance bands. Assist in deeper stretches. Yoga blocks. Provide support in challenging positions. Conclusion. Flexibility and mobility aren't just for athletes or dancers. They're for everyone who wants to move without limits. By dedicating a small amount of time each day to stretching and mobility drills, you can improve posture, reduce pain, and keep your body moving freely for decades. Your muscles will thank you, your joints will thank you, and your future self will thank you.
Chapter 11. Rest and Recovery. The hidden key to health. When we think about health, we often focus on action. Exercising, eating well, staying active. But rest and recovery are equally important. Without them, the body cannot repair, adapt, or grow stronger. In fact, overtraining or chronic sleep deprivation can undo weeks or even months of good habits. Rest isn't laziness, it's a biological necessity. Recovery is the process that allows your body and mind to adapt to stress and prepare for the next challenge. 11.1. Why rest is essential. Every time you exercise, work hard, or even experience emotional stress, you place a demand on your body. Muscles experience microscopic tears, energy stores deplete, and your nervous system works overtime. Recovery is when muscles repair and grow stronger. Energy, glycogen, is replenished. Hormones balance and inflammation decreases. Mental focus and mood improve. Without adequate rest, you risk overtraining syndrome, which can lead to fatigue, injury, and burnout. 11.2. Types of rest. Passive rest. Complete rest, like a day off from training or lounging on the couch. Active recovery. Low-intensity movement that promotes circulation, such as walking, yoga, or swimming. Mental recovery. Mindfulness, meditation, and breaks from screens to recharge mentally. Sleep. The ultimate recovery tool. Essential for physical and cognitive repair. 11.3. The role of sleep. Sleep is when the magic happens. During deep sleep, the body releases growth hormone, repairs tissues, consolidates memory, and restores the immune system. Adults typically need 7 to 9 hours per night, though quality is just as important as quantity. Tips for better sleep? Keep a consistent bedtime and wake time. Avoid screens 1 hour before bed. Keep the bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Limit caffeine after midday. Develop a calming pre-bed routine. Reading, stretching, breathing exercises. 11.4. Active recovery in practice. Active recovery helps flush out metabolic waste, increase blood flow, and reduce muscle stiffness. Examples are
A 20 to 30-minute walk the day after a workout. Gentle yoga or stretching. Easy cycling or swimming. Foam rolling or massage. The key is to keep intensity low. Active recovery should feel refreshing, not exhausting. 11.5. Listening to your body. Your body sends clear signals when it needs more rest. Persistent muscle soreness beyond 3 to 4 days. Decreased performance despite consistent training. Trouble sleeping or feeling unusually fatigued. Irritability or lack of motivation. Increased susceptibility to illness. When you notice these signs, it's time to dial back and allow for recovery. 11.6. The mental side of recovery. Recovery isn't only physical. Mental rest is crucial for maintaining focus, motivation, and emotional stability. Strategies include meditation or breathing exercises, spending time in nature, engaging in hobbies unrelated to work or training, social connections with friends and family. A healthy mind supports a healthy body, and vice versa. 11.7. Common mistakes in rest and recovery. Skipping rest days. Thinking more is better often leads to burnout. Using only passive rest. Gentle movement can speed recovery better than doing nothing. Neglecting sleep. Exercise without quality sleep limits progress. Ignoring mental stress. Chronic stress can delay physical recovery. 11.8. Building recovery into your routine. Schedule at least 1 to 2 rest days per week. Alternate high-intensity workouts with lighter days. Use recovery tools, foam rollers, massage guns, stretching routines. Track your sleep and energy levels. Treat recovery as a non-negotiable part of your health plan. Conclusion. Rest and recovery are the silent partners of progress. They may not feel as productive as a workout or as disciplined as a strict diet, but without them, you're building on shaky ground. True health isn't about pushing 24/7. It's about finding the balance between effort and restoration. Work hard, rest harder, and you'll be ready for anything life throws your way.
Chapter 12. Stress Management. Protecting your mind and body. Stress is a normal part of life. In small doses, it can motivate us to perform better, solve problems, and stay alert. But when stress becomes chronic, lingering for weeks, months, or years, it can erode both mental and physical health. The modern world is full of constant demands, deadlines, and distractions, making stress management not just useful, but essential for long-term well-being. 12.1. Understanding stress. Stress is the body's response to a perceived threat, whether physical, like injury, emotional, like conflict, or mental, like workload. When you encounter stress, your body activates the fight or flight response. Heart rate increases, breathing quickens, muscles tense. Hormones like cortisol and adrenaline surge. This is helpful in short bursts, but harmful when prolonged. 12.2. The cost of chronic stress. Prolonged stress can lead to physical problems, high blood pressure, digestive issues, headaches, weakened immunity. Mental health challenges.
anxiety, depression, irritability, difficulty focusing. Lifestyle effects: poor sleep, unhealthy eating, reduced motivation to exercise. Chronic stress keeps your body in a constant state of alert, exhausting your resources over time. 12.3. Identifying your stress triggers. The first step to managing stress is knowing what causes it. Common triggers include work deadlines or job instability, financial concerns, relationship conflicts, health issues, information overload, and screen time. Keeping a stress journal, writing down what happened, how you felt, and your reaction can help you see patterns and address root causes. 12.4. Techniques to reduce stress. Breathing exercises, deep, slow breaths, can activate the body's relaxation response. Try the 4-7-8 technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Mindfulness meditation. Focusing on the present moment reduces rumination and calms the mind. Physical activity. Exercise releases endorphins, the body's natural mood boosters. Progressive muscle relaxation. Tensing and releasing muscle groups helps release stored tension. Creative outlets. Art, music, writing, or cooking can provide emotional release. 12.5. Lifestyle habits that protect against stress. Regular exercise. Even 20 minutes of walking daily can lower stress hormones. Balanced nutrition. Avoid excess caffeine and sugar, which can worsen anxiety. Adequate sleep. Rest allows your brain to process emotions and restore balance. Social connection. Supportive relationships act as a buffer against stress. Time management. Prioritize tasks, delegate when possible, and set boundaries. 12.6. The power of perspective. Stress is not just about events, it's about perception. Two people can face the same challenge, but one feels overwhelmed while the other feels motivated. You can shift your perspective by reframing challenges as opportunities for growth, practicing gratitude for what's going well, accepting that some things are beyond your control. This mental flexibility makes stress feel less threatening. 12.7. Knowing when to seek help. Sometimes stress becomes too heavy to handle alone. Professional help can provide tools, strategies, and emotional support. Signs you might need help include feeling constantly overwhelmed, persistent anxiety or sadness, physical symptoms with no clear cause, withdrawal from friends and activities, trouble functioning in daily life. Therapists, counselors, and support groups can make a significant difference. 12.8. Quick daily stress reset. 5 to 10 minutes. Step away from screens and sit somewhere quiet. Take 5 deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling slowly. Stretch your neck, shoulders, and back. Think of 3 things you're grateful for today. Return to your tasks with a calmer mind. Conclusion. Stress is inevitable, but suffering from it is not. By recognizing your triggers, practicing daily stress relief techniques, and adopting healthy lifestyle habits, you can protect both your mind and body. The goal isn't to eliminate stress completely. It's to manage it so you can thrive in a challenging world. Chapter 13. Emotional Well-Being, Building Inner Strength. Emotional well-being is the foundation for a fulfilling life. It's not about being happy all the time, no one is, but about maintaining balance, resilience, and a healthy relationship with your emotions. Just as physical strength helps you lift heavy objects, emotional strength helps you navigate challenges, recover from setbacks, and find meaning in everyday experiences. 13.1. What is emotional well-being? Emotional well-being is the ability to understand, manage, and express your emotions in a healthy way while maintaining positive relationships and a sense of purpose. It includes self-awareness, recognizing what you're feeling and why. Self-regulation, managing emotional responses so they serve you, not control you. Optimism, maintaining hope and perspective even during hard times. Healthy relationships, surrounding yourself with people who support and respect you. 13.2. The role of emotions in health. Emotions are signals. They tell you when something matters. Positive emotions like joy, love, and gratitude can improve immunity, boost creativity, and lower stress. Negative emotions like anger, sadness, and fear can protect you from harm, but when prolonged, they can damage mental and physical health. The goal isn't to avoid negative emotions, but to process them constructively. 13.3. Building self-awareness. Self-awareness is the first step to emotional strength. Ways to improve it? Journaling. Write down thoughts and feelings without judgment. Mindfulness. Observe emotions as they arise without trying to change them immediately. Feedback. Ask trusted friends or mentors how they perceive your reactions. When you can name what you feel, like, I'm anxious about this meeting, instead of just, I feel bad, you're already halfway to managing it. 13.4. Emotional regulation strategies. Pause before reacting. Take a breath before responding to a stressful situation. Reframe the story. Change the way you interpret events, like, this challenge is a chance to learn. Channel emotions into action. Use nervous energy to prepare better, or frustration to set healthy boundaries. Practice relaxation techniques. Deep breathing, meditation, or even a short walk can calm intense feelings. 13.5. The power of optimism. Optimism doesn't mean ignoring reality, it means believing that difficulties can be overcome. Optimists tend to have better coping strategies, experience less stress in similar situations, recover faster from illness. You can cultivate optimism by writing down 3 good things that happened each day, focusing on what you can control, spending time with positive, solution-oriented people. 13.6. Relationships and emotional health. Humans are social beings. Supportive relationships provide comfort, perspective, and a sense of belonging. To nurture these, communicate openly and honestly. Listen actively without planning your response while the other person talks. Set healthy boundaries. Kindness doesn't mean allowing disrespect. Invest time in people who uplift you. 13.7. Handling emotional setbacks. Life will bring loss, rejection, and disappointment. Emotional resilience means accepting reality instead of denying it, giving yourself permission to grieve, seeking support instead of isolating yourself, and learning from the experience to grow stronger. Resilience is built one challenge at a time. 13.8. Daily habits for emotional well-being. Start your morning with a calming or inspiring routine. Practice gratitude before bed. Limit exposure to negative news or social media. Engage in hobbies that bring joy. Exercise regularly to boost mood through endorphins. Conclusion. Emotional well-being isn't about eliminating struggle, it's about developing the tools and mindset to handle whatever life throws at you. When you build emotional strength, you create a stable foundation for all other aspects of health. You may not control every circumstance, but you can control how you meet it, with resilience, compassion, and hope. Chapter 14: Social Connections, the Human Factor in Health. In the pursuit of health, we often focus on diet, exercise, and sleep. Yet one factor is just as critical, but frequently overlooked: social connections. Humans are wired for connection. Throughout history, survival depended on belonging to a group. Today, science confirms what instinct has always told us: strong relationships are one of the most powerful predictors of long-term health and happiness. 14.1. Why relationships matter for health. Social connections influence health in both direct and indirect ways. Emotional support. Friends and loved ones provide comfort during stress. Healthy behaviors. Social groups can encourage positive habits like exercising or eating well. Biological effects. Meaningful interactions reduce stress hormones, lower blood pressure, and strengthen the immune system. Studies show that loneliness can be as harmful to health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. 14.2. Types of social connections. Close relationships. Deep bonds with family or close friends. These provide emotional intimacy and trust. Casual friendships. Lighter interactions such as neighbors or coworkers, which add variety and joy to life. Community ties. Membership in clubs, volunteer groups, or religious organizations offers a sense of belonging. Professional networks. Relationships within your career can boost learning, collaboration, and resilience. 14.3. The dangers of social isolation. Social isolation doesn't just mean being alone. It means lacking meaningful connections. Risks include increased rates of depression and anxiety, higher risk of heart disease and stroke, decline in cognitive function in older adults, reduced life expectancy. Technology has connected us digitally, but sometimes replaced genuine face-to-face interaction. 14.4. Strengthening existing relationships. Make time. Schedule regular calls or meetups with loved ones. Be present and put away devices when spending time together. Express appreciation. Thank people for their support and kindness. Resolve conflicts calmly. Focus on understanding, not winning. Small acts of attention and care can deepen bonds over time. 14.5. Building new connections. Join interest groups. Shared hobbies make it easier to connect. Volunteer. Helping others creates a sense of purpose and introduces you to like-minded people. Take classes. Learning together fosters collaboration and trust. Be open and approachable. Simple gestures like smiling or making eye contact can spark conversations. 14.6. The role of boundaries in healthy connections. Healthy connections are built on respect, not constant availability. Boundaries help maintain mutual trust by clarifying personal needs, preventing burnout from overcommitment, and ensuring relationships are balanced rather than one-sided. Boundaries are not barriers. They protect the quality of your connections. 14.7. Social connections in the digital age. Technology can strengthen relationships if used mindfully. Use video calls to stay in touch with distant loved ones. Share meaningful updates instead of endless scrolling. Avoid comparing your life to idealized social media images. The key is to let technology enhance, not replace, real-world interactions. 14.8. A daily connection practice. Reach out to one person each day, even with a short message. Give someone your full attention during a conversation. Express gratitude to someone in your circle. Plan one social activity each week that nourishes you. Conclusion. Social connections are not a luxury. They're a necessity for health and longevity. By nurturing relationships, creating new ones, and balancing technology with real-world interaction, you invest in one of the most powerful medicines available, human connection.
Chapter 15. Mind-Body Connection, the Science of Holistic Health. Health is not just the absence of disease. It's the harmony of mind and body. The mind-body connection refers to the way thoughts, emotions, and beliefs influence physical health and how physical states can, in turn, affect mental well-being. This connection is not mystical. It's deeply rooted in neuroscience, endocrinology, and immunology. 15.1. Understanding the mind-body link. Your brain communicates constantly with the body through nervous systems, hormones, and immune responses. Examples. Stress triggers the release of cortisol, affecting immunity and digestion. Positive emotions release endorphins, reducing pain perception. Chronic anxiety can tighten muscles, contributing to tension headaches. This two-way system means that improving mental health can benefit physical health, and vice versa. 15.2. The stress response. The fight or flight reaction evolved to help humans survive threats. Today, it's often triggered by work deadlines or financial worries instead of predators. Short-term stress can be useful, sharpening focus and energy. Chronic stress, however, can cause high blood pressure, digestive problems, and a weakened immune system. Managing stress is central to keeping the mind-body system balanced. 15.3. Emotions and physical health. Research shows that emotions influence disease risk and recovery. Anger and hostility are linked to heart disease. Chronic sadness can alter immune function. Hope and optimism can speed recovery after surgery. Your emotional climate shapes your body's environment. 15.4. Practices to strengthen the mind-body connection. Mindfulness meditation trains attention, reduces stress, and improves immune function. Yoga and Tai Chi combine physical movement with breath control to calm the nervous system. Breathing exercises activate the parasympathetic rest and digest response. Visualization, guided imagery can help reduce pain and enhance motivation. 15.6. The role of physical activity. Exercise benefits the mind-body connection in multiple ways. Increases blood flow to the brain, improving cognition. Triggers endorphin release, lifting mood. Reduces symptoms of anxiety and depression. Improves sleep, which is vital for mental and physical recovery. Even moderate activity, like walking 30 minutes a day, has measurable benefits. 15.7. Nutrition's impact on mental health. Food affects the brain's chemistry. Omega-3 fatty acids support brain cell structure and mood regulation. Complex carbohydrates help stabilize blood sugar, reducing mood swings. Probiotics in fermented foods influence the gut microbiome, which communicates with the brain via the gut-brain axis. A balanced diet fuels both body and mind. Sleep. 15.8. Healing through connection. Human interaction also bridges mind and body. Laughter lowers stress hormones and boosts immunity. Physical touch, like a hug, releases oxytocin, which promotes relaxation. Sharing struggles with trusted people reduces emotional and physical tension. Conclusion. The mind and body are not separate entities. They're parts of a single, interconnected system. By caring for your mental health, you improve physical resilience. By keeping your body strong, you support emotional stability. True well-being comes from nurturing both sides of the equation.
Chapter 16, Nutrition Fundamentals, Building a Healthy Diet. Food is more than fuel. It's information for your body. Every bite you take sends signals to your cells, influencing energy levels, hormone balance, immunity, and even mood. Building a healthy diet is not about short-term restrictions, but about long-term nourishment. 16.1. Why nutrition matters. The body is like a high-performance machine. Macronutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, provide energy and building blocks. Micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals regulate chemical processes. Phytonutrients from plants offer antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits. Poor nutrition is linked to heart disease, diabetes, obesity, weakened immunity, and mental health issues. 16.2. The role of macronutrients. Carbohydrates, the body's main energy source. Focus on complex carbs like whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. Limit refined carbs like white bread or sugary snacks. Proteins, essential for muscle repair, hormones, and enzymes. Include lean meats, fish, eggs, legumes, and nuts. Fats, necessary for brain function, hormone production, and nutrient absorption. Prioritize healthy fats from olive oil, avocado, nuts, and fatty fish. Limit trans fats and excessive saturated fats. 16.3. Micronutrients and their importance. Micronutrients are small in quantity but huge in impact. Vitamin D supports bone health and immunity. Iron helps transport oxygen in the blood. Calcium maintains strong bones and teeth. Magnesium aids muscle function and relaxation. A variety of diet ensures you get enough of each nutrient without over-relying on supplements. 16.4. Hydration, the forgotten nutrient. Water regulates temperature, transports nutrients, and removes waste. Aim for 2 to 3 liters daily. More if you exercise or live in a hot climate. Listen to your body's thirst signals, but also remember that mild dehydration can impair focus before you feel thirsty. Include hydrating foods like cucumber, watermelon, and oranges. 16.5. The gut microbiome and health. Your digestive tract is home to trillions of bacteria that influence immunity, digestion, and even mood. Eat fiber-rich foods to feed beneficial bacteria. Include fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, kimchi, and sauerkraut. Limit excessive sugar and processed foods, which harm gut diversity. 16.6. Building balanced meals. A simple formula for healthy eating. 1/2 plate of vegetables and fruits, colorful variety for antioxidants, 1/4 plate of protein, lean sources for repair and strength, 1/4 plate of whole grains or starchy vegetables for steady energy, a small portion of healthy fats like olive oil, nuts, or seeds. 16.7. Avoiding diet traps. Skipping meals can cause energy crashes and overeating later. Over-restricting leads to nutrient deficiencies and binge eating. Relying on supplements instead of food. Supplements are helpers, not replacements. Fad diets, often unsustainable and unbalanced. 16.8. Making nutrition sustainable. Plan meals ahead to avoid last-minute unhealthy choices. Practice mindful eating. Pay attention to hunger and fullness cues. Allow occasional treats to avoid feeling deprived. Adjust portions and food types to match activity levels and health needs. Conclusion. Nutrition is the foundation of physical and mental performance. By choosing whole, nutrient-rich foods and balancing macronutrients, you give your body what it needs to thrive. Eating well isn't about perfection. It's about consistency and awareness.
Chapter 17. Exercise Essentials. Moving for Life. Movement is life. Our bodies are designed to move, yet modern lifestyles often keep us sitting for hours each day. Regular exercise is not only key to physical fitness, it is essential for mental clarity, emotional balance, and long-term health. 17.1. Why exercise matters. Physical activity strengthens the body's systems in ways no medication can fully replicate. Cardiovascular health improves heart function, lowers blood pressure, and boosts circulation. Muscle strength supports posture, mobility, and daily activities. Bone density, weight-bearing exercise helps prevent osteoporosis. Mental health. Exercise releases endorphins, reducing anxiety and depression. In short, move more, live better. 17.2. Types of exercise. A balanced routine combines different forms of movement. Cardiovascular or aerobic exercise. Examples: walking, running, cycling, swimming. Benefits: improves endurance, heart health, and lung capacity. Strength training. Examples: weightlifting, resistance bands, bodyweight exercises. Benefits: builds muscle, increases metabolism, and protects joints. Flexibility training. Examples: stretching, yoga, Pilates. Benefits: reduce injury risk, improve range of motion, and support balance. Balance and coordination exercises. Examples: Tai Chi, single leg stands, agility drills. Benefits: vital for aging adults and enhance stability. 17.3. How much is enough? Health guidelines recommend 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity per week or 75 minutes of vigorous activity. 2 to 3 strength sessions per week targeting all major muscle groups. Daily stretching for flexibility and mobility. Even short bouts of activity, like a 10-minute brisk walk, add up. 17.4. Overcoming barriers to exercise. Lack of time. Break workouts into shorter sessions throughout the day. Low motivation. Set small, achievable goals and track progress. No equipment. Use bodyweight exercises, push-ups, squats, planks. Fear of injury. Start slowly, warm up properly, and learn correct form. 17.5. Making exercise enjoyable. Choose activities you actually like: dancing, hiking, swimming. Exercise with a friend for accountability. Listen to music or podcasts while moving. Change routines every few weeks to keep things fresh. 17.6. The role of rest and recovery. Rest days allow muscles to repair and grow. Overtraining can lead to fatigue, injury, and hormonal imbalance. Sleep is a key part of recovery. Aim for 7 to 9 hours nightly. Exercise for different life stages. Children, focus on play, coordination, and variety. Adults,
Balance cardio, strength, and flexibility. Older adults prioritize mobility, balance, and light strength training to prevent falls. 17.8. A beginner's weekly plan. Monday, 30-minute brisk walk plus 10-minute stretching. Tuesday, strength training, upper body. Wednesday, 20-minute cycling and core exercises. Thursday, strength training, lower body. Friday, 30-minute yoga or Pilates. Saturday, outdoor activity, hike, swim, sport. Sunday, rest or light stretching. Conclusion. Exercise is not punishment. It's a celebration of what your body can do. By combining different types of movement, staying consistent, and allowing for recovery, you create a foundation for health that lasts a lifetime. Movement, done with joy, is medicine for both body and mind. Chapter 18. Sleep and Recovery, the Unsung Heroes of Health. In the pursuits of health, people often focus on diet and exercise, but underestimate the power of sleep and recovery. Sleep is not wasted time. It is the period when the body repairs, the brain organizes, and the immune system strengthens. Recovery, both physical and mental, ensures that all the benefits of nutrition and exercise can take root. 18.1. Why sleep is essential. Sleep affects almost every system in the body. Brain function, consolidates memories, processes emotions, and clears toxins. Hormonal balance, regulates appetite hormones, ghrelin and leptin, stress hormones, cortisol, and growth hormone. Immune system, strengthens defense against infections. Cell repair, rebuilds muscles, skin, and tissues after daily wear and tear. 18.2. Sleep cycles explained. Sleep is made up of repeating 90 to 110-minute cycles consisting of light sleep, transition from wakefulness, body relaxes, deep sleep, physical restoration, tissue growth, immune strengthening. REM, or rapid eye movement sleep. Brain activity increases, dreaming occurs, and emotional processing happens. Missing deep sleep affects physical recovery, while missing REM impacts mental sharpness and mood. 18.3. How much sleep do you need? Adults, 7 to 9 hours per night. Teens, 8 to 10 hours. Children, 9 to 12 hours. Consistency matters as much as duration. Going to bed and waking at the same time every day helps regulate the body clock. 18.4. Common sleep disruptors. Blue light from phones and computers delays melatonin release. Caffeine too late in the day can reduce deep sleep. Alcohol disrupts REM cycles. Stress causes racing thoughts and restlessness. 18.5. Sleep hygiene, setting the stage for rest. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Avoid screens 1 hour before bed. Create a relaxing pre-sleep routine, reading, light stretching, meditation. Use your bed only for sleep and intimacy. Train your brain to associate it with rest. 18.6. Recovery beyond sleep. Recovery is more than just bedtime. It's about giving the body space to restore balance. Active recovery. Gentle activities like walking, yoga, or swimming improve circulation without overloading the body. Stretching and mobility work. Maintain flexibility and reduce stiffness. Massage or foam rolling. Break up muscle tension and promote blood flow. Mental breaks. Short pauses during the day prevent burnout and enhance productivity. 18.7. Signs you need more recovery: persistent fatigue, irritability or mood swings, plateau in fitness progress, frequent minor illnesses, trouble sleeping despite feeling tired. These are cues to slow down, rest more, and prioritize recovery. 18.8. The link between sleep, recovery, and performance. When sleep and recovery are optimized, workouts feel easier and more effective. The immune system is stronger, stress tolerance improves, mental clarity and creativity increase. Neglecting them, however, leads to injury risk, poor decision making, and slower healing. Conclusion: sleep and recovery are the quiet forces behind lasting health. They turn exercise into strength, nutrition into vitality, and effort into results. You can train hard and eat well, but without quality rest, your progress will always fall short. True wellness is built not just in the gym or kitchen, but in the still, silent hours of the night.
Chapter 19. Stress Management. Finding your calm in a busy world. Stress is an inevitable part of life. While short bursts of stress can sharpen focus and fuel motivation, chronic stress can erode both mental and physical health. In today's fast-paced world, learning how to manage stress is not a luxury, it's a survival skill. 19.1. Understanding stress. Stress is the body's natural fight or flight response, designed to handle immediate threats. Acute stress, short term, can boost alertness and performance. Chronic stress, long term, keeps cortisol levels high, disrupting sleep, digestion, immunity, and mood. Your body cannot tell the difference between a real danger, like a car accident, and modern triggers, like constant emails, so the same physical response happens. 19.2. How stress affects the body. Heart. Raises blood pressure and heart rate. Immune system. Suppresses its ability to fight infections. Brain. Impairs memory, focus, and emotional regulation. Digestive system. Causes indigestion, bloating, or loss of appetite. Hormones. Disrupts appetite control, leading to weight gain or loss. 19.3. Identifying your stress triggers. Common sources include work pressure, financial concerns, relationship conflicts, health problems, information overload from technology. Awareness is the first step. Keep a stress journal to track what triggers your tension and how you react. 19.4. Strategies for managing stress. Breathing techniques. Deep, slow breaths activate the parasympathetic nervous system, lowering heart rate. For example, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6 seconds, and hold for 2. Mindfulness and meditation. Bring your attention to the present moment. Even 5 minutes daily can reduce anxiety and improve focus. Physical activity. Exercise releases endorphins, your natural mood elevators. Choose activities you enjoy: walking, yoga, dancing. Time management. Prioritize tasks, delegate when possible, and break projects into smaller steps. Social connection. Talking to friends, family, or therapist can lighten the mental load. 19.5. The role of lifestyle in stress resilience. Nutrition. Balanced meals stabilize blood sugar and mood. Sleep. Quality rest restores emotional balance.
Hydration. Dehydration can worsen anxiety and fatigue. Small lifestyle tweaks can create a strong foundation for stress management. 19.6. Setting boundaries in a busy world. Constant notifications, late night work, and social commitments can drain energy. Learn to say no without guilt. Limit screen time before bed. Schedule downtime as you would any important meeting. 19.7. Long-term perspective. Not all stress can be eliminated, but your response to it can change. Practice gratitude to shift focus from problems to positives. Accept that some things are beyond your control. Seek professional help if stress interferes with daily life. Conclusion. Stress management is not about avoiding challenges. It's about building the inner strength to face them without breaking. By combining practical techniques with healthy habits, you can turn stress from a destructive force into a manageable, even motivating part of life. Chapter 20. Emotional Intelligence, the Key to Strong Relationships and Self-Awareness. In a world that values academic achievements and technical skills, emotional intelligence, EQ, is often the silent factor that determines success in both personal and professional life. EQ is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. 20.1. What is emotional intelligence? Psychologists generally break EQ into 5 main components: self-awareness, recognizing your own emotions and how they affect your thoughts and actions; self-regulation, managing impulses and staying calm under pressure; motivation, staying driven to achieve goals despite setbacks; empathy, understanding and sharing the feelings of others; social skills, building and maintaining healthy relationships. 20.4. Why EQ matters for health. High emotional intelligence is linked to better stress management, stronger personal relationships, higher resilience during challenges, reduced risk of anxiety and depression. It's not just about being nice. It's about being aware, adaptable, and empathetic. 20.3. Building self-awareness. Keep a feelings journal to track emotions and triggers. Pause before reacting to strong emotions. Ask, what am I really feeling? Notice physical signals of emotion, like tight shoulders or faster heartbeat. 20.4. Practicing self-regulation. Use breathing techniques or short breaks to reset during conflict. Avoid making decisions in moments of intense anger or fear. Replace negative self-talk with constructive thoughts. 20.5. Developing empathy. Listen actively. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Try to see situations from another person's perspective. Avoid assumptions. Ask clarifying questions instead. 20.6. Strengthening social skills. Practice clear and respectful communication. Learn to give and receive feedback constructively. Build trust by keeping promises and being consistent. 20.7. EQ in everyday life. At work, leaders with high EQ inspire teams and resolve conflicts effectively. In relationships, partners with high EQ handle disagreements without escalating tension. In self-care, understanding your emotional needs helps prevent burnout. 20.8. Improving EQ over time. Like physical fitness, Emotional intelligence grows with consistent practice. Reflect daily on your emotional experiences. Read books, take courses, or seek coaching on communication skills. Surround yourself with emotionally intelligent people. Conclusion: emotional intelligence is the bridge between thought and action, between self and others. It empowers you to handle life's challenges with grace, build stronger connections, and live with greater self-awareness. In a rapidly changing world, EQ is not just a soft skill, it's a core life skill.
Chapter 21: Mindfulness and Meditation. Cultivating Inner Peace. In a world filled with noise, deadlines, and constant distractions, mindfulness and meditation offer a simple yet profound way to find calm. These practices help you anchor your awareness in the present moment, breaking the cycle of overthinking and emotional overwhelm. 21.1. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness means paying full attention to the present moment without judgment. It is not about stopping thoughts, but about observing them with curiosity and acceptance. Examples: savoring the taste and texture of each bite of food, listening to a friend without thinking of your response, noticing the sensation of your breath moving in and out. 21.2. What is meditation? Meditation is a structured practice that trains your mind to focus and develop mindfulness. It can be done in various forms. Breath-focused meditation, concentrating on each inhale and exhale. Body scan, moving your attention through different parts of the body. Loving kindness meditation, sending thoughts of compassion to yourself and others. Guided imagery, using mental pictures to promote relaxation. 21.4. How mindfulness benefits health: reduces stress, lowers cortisol and calms the nervous system, improves focus, strengthens attention span and memory, enhances emotional regulation, helps you respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively, supports physical health, improves sleep, lowers blood pressure, and boosts immunity. 21.5. Overcoming common misconceptions. I can't meditate because I can't stop thinking. Thoughts are natural. The goal is to notice them without clinging. I don't have time. Even 2 to 5 minutes daily can make a difference. It's only for spiritual people. Mindfulness is a mental skill, not tied to any religion. 21.6. How to start a mindfulness practice. Set aside time. Start with 5 minutes each morning or before bed. Choose a focus: breath, body sensations, or sounds around you. Notice distractions. Gently return your focus when your mind wanders. Be consistent. Practice at the same time each day to build habit. 21.7. Bringing mindfulness into daily life. Eat slowly, noticing flavors and textures. Take mindful walks, observing sights, sounds, and smells. Pause before responding to a stressful email or message. Practice gratitude by noticing small things that bring joy. 21.8. Tools and resources. Apps: Headspace, Calm, Insight Timer. Books: Wherever You Go, There You Are by John Kabat-Zinn. Communities: local meditation groups or online mindfulness circles. 21.9. Mindfulness for resilience. Mindfulness doesn't remove life's challenges, but it changes your relationship with them. Instead of being pulled into panic or frustration, you develop the ability to observe challenges with clarity, making better decisions and protecting your mental well-being. Conclusion: mindfulness and meditation are not quick fixes. They are lifelong tools. Over time, they strengthen your capacity for peace, focus, and self-compassion. By learning to be present, you unlock a deeper sense of control and freedom in an often chaotic world. Chapter 22. The Power of Positive Thinking, Shaping Your Mind for Success and Health. Your mind is a powerful tool.
The way you think shapes the way you feel, and ultimately the way you act. Positive thinking is not about ignoring life's difficulties. It's about approaching challenges with optimism and a belief in your ability to overcome them. 22.1. What is positive thinking? Positive thinking is a mental attitude that focuses on the good in any situation, expecting favorable outcomes while acknowledging reality. It is realistic optimism, not blind denial. Examples: reframing "I can't do this" to "I will try my best and learn along the way." Seeing mistakes as opportunities for growth rather than as failures. 22.2. How positive thinking affects health. Research shows that a positive mindset can lower levels of stress hormones like cortisol, boost immune system function, reduce the risk of depression, improve cardiovascular health, increase life expectancy. 22.3. The science behind positivity. When you think positively, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, chemicals that improve mood and motivation. Over time, these neural pathways strengthen, making optimism a more natural response. 22.4. Common barriers to positive thinking. Negative self-talk, harsh inner criticism that erodes confidence. Catastrophizing, expecting the worst-case scenario. Overgeneralization, assuming one bad event defines the future. Toxic influences, surrounding yourself with pessimistic people or negative media. 22.5. Strategies to develop a positive mindset. Practice gratitude. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. Focus on small wins, not just big achievements. Reframe challenges. Ask, "What can I learn from this?" instead of, "Why is this happening to me?" Surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with uplifting people. Consume content that inspires rather than drains you. Use affirmations. Repeat phrases like, "I am capable," "I choose to see the good," or "I grow through challenges." Mind your language. Replace "I have to" with "I get to" shift perspective. 22.6. The balance between positivity and realism. Positivity isn't pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about facing reality with a hopeful, proactive attitude. Being overly optimistic without action can lead to disappointment. Pairing optimism with effort leads to success. 22.7. Applying positive thinking in daily life. At work, approach problems as opportunities for creative solutions. In relationships, focus on your partner's strengths rather than their flaws. In health, believe in your body's ability to heal and support it with healthy habits. Long-term impact. Over time, positive thinking reshapes your identity. You start to see yourself as someone who can adapt, persevere, and grow. This mindset not only improves mental health, but also inspires others around you. Conclusion. Positive thinking is like exercising a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger it becomes. While it won't erase challenges, it will empower you to meet them with confidence, resilience, and hope. With positivity as your compass, both your health and your life's direction can change for the better. Chapter 23, Building Resilience, Thriving Through Life's Challenges. Life is unpredictable. No matter how carefully we plan, challenges, losses, and unexpected turns are inevitable. Resilience is the ability to adapt, recover, and grow stronger from these experiences. It doesn't mean you never feel pain or stress. It means you have the mental and emotional tools to keep moving forward. 23.1. What is resilience? Resilience is the capacity to bounce back from adversity while maintaining or regaining emotional balance. Think of it like a tree in a storm. It bends but doesn't break. 23.2. Why resilience matters for health. Resilient people often experience lower levels of chronic stress, better immune system function, reduced risk of anxiety and depression, improved problem-solving skills, and a stronger sense of life purpose. 23.3. Common myths about resilience. Myth 1. Resilient people don't feel pain. In reality, they feel it, but manage it effectively. Myth 2. Resilience is a personality trait you're born with. It's a skill you can learn and strengthen. Myth 3. You have to go through trauma to develop resilience. You can build resilience in everyday challenges. 23.4. Core components of resilience. Optimism. Believing difficulties are temporary and solvable. Emotional regulation. Managing emotions without being overwhelmed. Adaptability. Adjusting strategies when circumstances change. Support networks. Relying on friends, family, or mentors. Purpose. Having meaningful goals that keep you motivated. 23.5. How to build resilience. Strengthen your mindset. Focus on what you can control instead of what you can't. Replace why me with what can I do next? Maintain healthy habits. Sleep, nutrition, and exercise keep your body ready to handle stress. Nurture connections. Share your struggles with people you trust. Offer help to others. It boosts your sense of purpose. Practice problem solving. Break large problems into smaller, manageable steps. Learn from challenges. Reflect on past obstacles and what they taught you. 23.7. Resilience in action. Imagine losing your job unexpectedly. A low resilience response might be falling into hopelessness. A high resilience response would be acknowledging the loss, seeking support, exploring new opportunities, and using the situation as a catalyst for growth. 23.8. Daily habits to strengthen resilience. Keep a gratitude journal. Engage in mindfulness or meditation. Set small, achievable goals and celebrate progress. Limit exposure to negative news or toxic environments. 23.9. Resilience and meaning. Adversity often forces us to re-examine our values and priorities. Many resilient people report that challenges deepen their sense of purpose and appreciation for life. This shift in perspective can be the silver lining in difficult times. Conclusion. Resilience is not about being unbreakable. It's about being flexible, resourceful, and hopeful. When you face challenges with resilience, you're not just surviving, you're transforming. Over time, this strength becomes a defining part of who you are, guiding you toward a healthier and more fulfilling life.
Chapter 24. Sleep and Recovery. Restoring your body and mind. In the fast-paced world we live in, sleep is often the first thing we sacrifice to meet deadlines, socialize, or binge-watch a favorite show. Yet, quality sleep is not a luxury. It's a biological necessity. Without enough rest, both body and mind struggle to function at their best.
24.1 Why Sleep Matters. Sleep is not just turning off your brain. It is an active process during which your body repairs tissues, balances hormones, and consolidates memories. Good sleep is essential for physical recovery, muscle repair and growth, cognitive function, learning, memory, and decision-making, emotional balance, regulating mood and reducing anxiety, immune support, fighting off illness and infection. 24.2 The Science of Sleep Cycles. A healthy night's sleep typically cycles through two main stages: non-REM sleep, deep sleep that restores the body; REM sleep, dreaming stage that processes emotions and strengthens memory. Each cycle lasts about 90 minutes, and adults usually need 4 to 6 cycles per night to feel fully restored. 24.3 Signs you're not getting enough quality sleep. Feeling groggy even after 7 to 8 hours in bed. Frequent mood swings or irritability. Difficulty concentrating or remembering details. Increased cravings for sugar and caffeine. Weak immune system and frequent illness. 24.5 How sleep affects health. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to higher risk of heart disease and stroke, increased risk of type 2 diabetes, hormonal imbalances affecting weight and appetite, greater susceptibility to anxiety and depression. 24.5 How to improve sleep quality. Stick to a schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time daily, even on weekends. Create a bedtime routine. Read a book, meditate, or take a warm shower before bed. Limit screen time. Avoid phones, tablets, and TVs 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. Blue light can disrupt melatonin production. Control your environment. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillow. Watch your diet. Avoid caffeine late in the day. Limit heavy meals before bedtime. 24.6 The role of naps. Short naps, 10 to 20 minutes, can boost alertness and performance without interfering with nighttime sleep. Long naps or late afternoon naps, however, can make it harder to fall asleep at night. 24.7 Recovery beyond sleep. While sleep is the cornerstone of recovery, other practices can help your body and mind recharge. Active recovery. Gentle movement like yoga or walking on rest days. Hydration. Water supports nutrient delivery and waste removal. Stress management. Relaxation techniques like deep breathing or progressive muscle relaxation. 24.8 Listening to your body. Modern life glorifies productivity, but pushing through fatigue only harms long-term health. Pay attention to signs of exhaustion and give yourself permission to rest without guilt. Conclusion. Sleep and recovery are investments in your health, productivity, and happiness. By making rest a priority, you give your body the chance to heal, your mind the clarity to focus, and your emotions the stability to thrive. Chapter 25 Nutrition Fundamentals. Fueling your body for optimal health. The food you eat is more than just calories. It's information for your body. Every bite sends signals that can either support your health or slowly harm it. Understanding nutrition fundamentals helps you make choices that fuel energy, strengthen immunity, and prevent chronic disease. Chapter 25.1 The Purpose of Nutrition. Food provides energy for daily activities and bodily functions, building blocks, proteins, vitamins, and minerals for growth and repair, protection, nutrients that support immunity and fight inflammation. Chapter 25.2 Macronutrients, the Big Three. Carbohydrates, primary source of energy for the brain and muscles. Choose whole sources: brown rice, oats, quinoa, sweet potatoes, fruits, and vegetables. Avoid excessive refined sugars, which can spike blood sugar and cause crashes. Proteins, essential for muscle repair, hormone production, and immune function. Sources: lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, beans, lentils, tofu. Fats, support brain health, hormone regulation, and vitamin absorption. Healthy fats are avocados, nuts, seeds, olive oil, and fatty fish. Limit trans fats and excessive saturated fats from processed foods. Chapter 25.3 Micronutrients, the small but mighty. Vitamins and minerals are required in smaller amounts but are vital for health. Vitamin D, bone health, immune support. Vitamin C, collagen formation and antioxidant defense. Iron, oxygen transport in the blood. Magnesium, muscle and nerve function. Zinc, wound healing and immunity. Chapter 25.4 Hydration, the overlooked nutrient. Water plays a role in every bodily function, from regulating temperature to aiding digestion. Aim for 2 to 3 liters per day, adjusting for climate and activity level. Herbal teas and water-rich foods like cucumbers and watermelon also contribute to hydration. Chapter 25.5 Building a balanced plate. A simple guide: half plate, vegetables and fruits. Quarter plate, whole grains or starchy vegetables. Quarter plate, lean protein source. Add a small serving of healthy fats. Chapter 25.6 The dangers of processed foods. Highly processed foods often contain excessive sugar, sodium, unhealthy fats, and artificial additives. While occasional treats are fine, making them a daily habit increases the risk of obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. Chapter 25.7 Eating for energy and focus. Breakfast. Include protein and fiber to stabilize blood sugar. Midday meals. Balance carbs and protein for sustained energy. Snacks. Choose nuts, fruit, or yogurt over chips or candy. Chapter 25.8 Mindful eating. Paying attention to hunger and fullness cues prevents overeating. Slow down, chew thoroughly, and savor flavors. Eating without distractions like scrolling on your phone improves digestion and satisfaction. Conclusion: nutrition is not about strict diets or deprivation. It's about consistent, balanced choices that support your health for the long term. By focusing on whole, nutrient-dense foods and listening to your body, you give yourself the best fuel for energy, longevity, and well-being.
Chapter 26 Exercise for Life, Building Strength, Endurance, and Mobility. Exercise is one of the most powerful tools for improving health, not just for building muscle or losing weight, but for boosting mood, strengthening bones, supporting heart health, and even enhancing brain function. The key is to view exercise not as a short-term project, but as a lifelong habit. 26.1 Why Movement Matters. Human bodies are designed to move. When we stay active, we improve cardiovascular health, maintain a healthy weight, strengthen muscles and bones, reduce the risk of chronic diseases like diabetes and hypertension, boost mood through the release of endorphins. 26.2 The 3 Pillars of Fitness. Strength training,
builds and maintains muscle mass, supports bone density and reduces injury risk. Examples: weightlifting, resistance bands, bodyweight exercises. Cardiovascular or aerobic exercise improves heart and lung capacity, burns calories, and supports endurance. Examples: brisk walking, running, cycling, swimming. Mobility and flexibility keeps joints healthy and reduces stiffness, improves posture and movement efficiency. Examples: yoga, stretching, dynamic warm-ups. 26.3. How much exercise do you need? The World Health Organization, WHO, recommends 150 to 300 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week or 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous intensity activity per week, plus muscle strengthening activities at least 2 days a week. 26.5. Making exercise a habit. Find activities you enjoy. You're more likely to stick with something you love. Start small. Even 10 minutes a day adds up. Schedule it. Treat workouts like important appointments. Track your progress. Seeing improvement keeps motivation high. 26.5. Overcoming common barriers. I don't have time. Use short and high-intensity workouts or active breaks during the day. I get bored. Mix activities and try new classes or sports. I'm too tired. Start with light movement. Exercise often boosts energy. 26.6. Recovery is part of training. Rest days allow muscles to repair and grow. Active recovery, like walking or stretching, keeps blood flowing without overtaxing the body. Adequate sleep and nutrition support performance. 26.7. Exercise for different life stages. Children and teens focus on play, sports, and skill building. Adults balance cardio, strength, and flexibility. Older adults prioritize mobility, balance, and fall prevention. 26.8. The mind-body connection. Exercise isn't just physical, it strengthens mental resilience. Activities like yoga, tai chi, and dance also cultivate mindfulness, coordination, and emotional balance. Conclusion. Exercise should be a celebration of what your body can do, not a punishment for what you ate. By making movement a consistent part of your life, you're investing in long-term vitality, independence, and happiness.
Chapter 27. Preventive Health, Staying Ahead of Illness. In healthcare, there is a saying, prevention is better than cure. While modern medicine is remarkable at treating disease, the most effective approach to health is to avoid illness in the first place. Preventive health is about making proactive choices to protect your well-being and catch potential problems early. 27.1. The Pillars of Preventive Health. Preventive health combines several practices: healthy lifestyle habits, nutrition, exercise, stress management, regular screenings, detecting issues before symptoms appear, vaccinations, protecting against infectious diseases, avoiding harmful behaviors such as smoking or excessive alcohol use. 27.2. Primary, secondary, and tertiary prevention. Primary prevention. Actions to avoid disease entirely. Example: eating a balanced diet, staying active, wearing sunscreen. Secondary prevention. Detecting illness early to treat it effectively. Example: blood pressure checks, cancer screenings, blood tests. Tertiary prevention. Managing existing illness to prevent complications. Example: physical therapy after a stroke, blood sugar control in diabetes. 27.4. Regular health checkups. Annual or biannual checkups help track your health baseline and identify changes early. Common tests include blood pressure and cholesterol, blood sugar levels, body mass index (BMI), cancer screenings, mammograms, colonoscopies, pap smears, depending on age and gender. 27.5. Lifestyle as prevention. Nutrition.
Whole foods reduce the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. Exercise strengthens the immune system and improves circulation. Sleep supports recovery and mental clarity. Stress management. Chronic stress can weaken immunity and increase inflammation. 27.6. Avoiding harmful habits. Some risks can be eliminated entirely. Quit smoking to dramatically reduce cancer and heart disease risk. Limit alcohol to moderate levels. Practice safe driving and use seat belts to prevent injury. 27.7. The mental health connection. Preventive health isn't just physical, it includes mental well-being. Early support for anxiety, depression, or burnout can prevent more serious conditions later. 27.8. Building a personal prevention plan. Know your family health history. Follow your doctor's recommendations for screenings. Keep a record of vaccinations and test results. Revisit your plan yearly to adjust for age, lifestyle changes, and new medical advice. Conclusion. Preventive health empowers you to take control before problems arise. By combining healthy habits with regular screenings and a proactive mindset, you give yourself the best chance for a long, healthy, and fulfilling life.
Chapter 28. Emotional Wellness. Understanding and Managing Your Feelings. Emotions are not weaknesses to suppress. They are signals, your body's way of telling you how experiences are affecting you. Emotional wellness is about recognizing, understanding, and managing those feelings in a healthy way so they guide you rather than control you. 28.1. What is emotional wellness? Emotional wellness means having the ability to recognize your emotions, understand their causes, and respond in ways that align with your values and well-being. It doesn't mean always feeling happy. It means being able to navigate the full range of emotions effectively. 28.2. Why emotional health matters. Better decision making. When you manage emotions, you can think more clearly. Healthier relationships. Emotional awareness improves communication and empathy. Resilience. Helps you adapt to change and recover from setbacks. Physical health benefits. Chronic stress and unresolved emotions can harm your body. 28.7. Recognizing your emotional patterns. Start by noticing. What triggers strong emotions in you? How do you typically react? Are your reactions helpful or harmful in the long run? Journaling can help identify patterns and recurring themes in your emotional life. 28.5. Healthy ways to manage emotions. Pause before reacting. Create space between stimulus and response. Practice deep breathing. Slows the body's stress response. Channel emotions into action, exercise, art, or problem solving. Seek support, talking to a friend, counselor, or therapist. 28.6. Common emotional challenges. Anxiety. Future-focused fear. Helped by grounding techniques. Anger. Often a mask for deeper hurt or frustration. Sadness. A natural part of loss, but prolonged sadness may indicate depression. Guilt can guide positive change but becomes harmful if excessive. 28.8. Building emotional resilience. Resilience is like emotional muscle. It grows when you face challenges and learn from them. Strategies include reframing setbacks as learning opportunities, maintaining a support network, practicing gratitude daily. 28.9. When to seek help. It's not a failure to need help. It's a strength to ask for it. Professional support can be essential if emotions interfere with daily life, relationships,
or health. Conclusion: emotional wellness is an ongoing practice, not a destination. By becoming aware of your feelings and responding thoughtfully, you build a healthier relationship with yourself and others, creating a foundation for lasting well-being.
Chapter 29: Stress Management. Finding Balance in a Busy World. Stress is a normal part of life. A certain amount of stress can motivate us to meet deadlines, prepare for important events, or adapt to challenges. But when stress becomes constant and overwhelming, it can harm both mental and physical health. Learning how to manage stress is essential for living a balanced and fulfilling life. 29.1. Understanding stress. Stress is your body's reaction to any demand or challenge, whether real or perceived. It triggers the fight or flight response, releasing hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. Short bursts can be helpful, but chronic stress can lead to burnout, anxiety, and health issues such as heart disease. 29.2. Common sources of stress. Work, deadlines, job insecurity, long hours. Relationships, conflicts, family responsibilities. Financial pressure, debt, unstable income. Health concerns, chronic illness, injury. Information overload, constant news and social media updates. 29.4. Signs you're stressed. Stress shows up in different ways. Physical, headaches, muscle tension, fatigue. Emotional, irritability, anxiety, sadness. Behavioral, overeating, withdrawing from others, procrastinating. 29.4. Strategies for managing stress. Identify the cause. Understanding your main stressors allows you to address them directly. Practice time management. Prioritize tasks, set realistic goals, and avoid overcommitting. Move your body. Physical activity burns off stress hormones and boosts mood. Breathe deeply. Techniques like the 4-7-8 breathing method can instantly calm the nervous system. Take breaks. Even short pauses throughout the day can reset your mind. Stay connected. Talk with friends or family. Sharing your feelings reduces emotional burden. 29.5. Healthy lifestyle choices that reduce stress. Nutrition. Balanced meals stabilize blood sugar and mood. Sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours to recharge your body and mind. Limit stimulants. Reduce caffeine and sugar, which can heighten anxiety. 29.6. Building stress resilience. Mindfulness. Staying present helps keep worries from spiraling. Gratitude practice. Shifts focus from problems to positive aspects of life. Hobbies. Creative outlets provide joy and relaxation. 29.7. When stress becomes burnout. Burnout is more than tiredness. It's emotional exhaustion, cynicism, and a drop in performance. It often requires rest, reevaluating priorities, and sometimes professional help. Conclusion. Stress is inevitable, but suffering from it constantly is not. By understanding your triggers, making lifestyle adjustments, and practicing healthy coping strategies, you can restore balance and protect your mental and physical health. Final chapter. Conclusion. Your journey to lifelong health. Over the course of this book, we have traveled through a wide landscape of health: physical, mental, emotional, and preventative.
Each chapter has been a stepping stone toward a deeper understanding of how to live not just longer, but better. Now, in this final chapter, we will bring all these lessons together into one unified approach to lifelong well-being. 1. Health as a holistic system. Your body, mind, and emotions are interconnected. A nutritious diet fuels your body, which in turn supports mental clarity. Emotional balance reduces stress, which strengthens the immune system. Neglecting one area inevitably affects the others. True wellness means caring for all aspects in harmony. 2. The importance of small, consistent habits. Throughout the book, we have emphasized that health is not built overnight. It is shaped by small, daily choices: what you eat, how you move, how you rest, and how you think. These choices compound over time, leading to powerful transformations. Examples: drinking water instead of soda every day, walking 20 to 30 minutes daily, practicing mindfulness for 5 minutes each morning. 3. Prevention over cure. From regular screenings to vaccinations, prevention is one of the most effective forms of healthcare. Early detection and proactive habits can save years of treatment and suffering. Think of preventative health as an investment. It pays the highest returns when started early. 4. Mental and emotional wellness as equal priorities. Physical health often gets more attention, but mental and emotional well-being are just as crucial. The chapters on emotional intelligence, stress management, and healthy relationships remind us that resilience, empathy, and inner peace are essential components of health. Without them, even the fittest body can feel unwell. 5. The role of community and support systems. Humans are social beings. Strong, positive relationships provide emotional security, encouragement, and a sense of belonging. Surround yourself with people who support your healthy choices and be that person for others. Collective health is often stronger than individual willpower. 6. Adapting through life's changes. Health is not static. Your needs will shift with age, lifestyle changes, and life events. Staying flexible, adjusting diet, exercise, and coping strategies ensures that you remain balanced through every stage of life. 7. Practical steps to carry forward. Create a health journal. Track habits, mood, and progress. Set realistic goals. Focus on one improvement at a time. Review annually. Update your prevention plan, health screenings, and lifestyle. Seek professional guidance. Doctors, nutritionists, and therapists can provide tailored advice. 8. Your personal commitment. The greatest takeaway from this journey is that your health is in your hands. Genetics and circumstances play a role, but your daily decisions have immense power to shape your future. Commit today to honoring your body, nurturing your mind, and protecting your emotional well-being. I am deeply grateful to everyone who has joined me on this journey toward a balanced and fulfilling life. May this book bring you moments of clarity, sparks of inspiration, and the gentle reminder that wellness is a path worth walking every day. If you enjoy our audiobook library, be sure to subscribe so you won't miss the next great book. And if you find this helpful, don't forget to leave a like. It's a small gesture that means a lot to support the channel. With heartfelt gratitude, Audiobook Library.